Hey guys, I'm back. Good to see you all. Hope you all are enjoying the holidays. Of course, Christmas was on Friday. I hope you were on the nice list, got some good presents. And today I'm back with a new video. Ever since I released my Diary of a Wimpy Kid collection video, I actually decided to do a new Wimpy Kid video. And this time, I'm going to be ranking all 15 Wimpy Kid books from the worst to the best. Before I get started, I want you all to know that these are all my opinions, not facts. And if you disagree with me, that's fine, because I would like to hear your ranking. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. At number 15, I have Double Down. Most people agree that this was the worst book in the series, because something with this book is it's just bland. It seems like Jeff Kinney just kind of ran out of what to do. And the plots it focuses on, it's pretty stupid. Like, it has this witch, and then, of course, has him wanting to be a movie director. It's just all over the place, and that's the main problem with Double Down. And this is why this is at 15, and it should be Double Down as the worst book in the series. But it's not as bad as the Long Haul movie, so that's a plus right there. At number 14, I have Hard Luck. A lot of people have mixed opinions on this one, as in some like it, some hate it, but I think it's just bad. It did have an original idea where he tries to get lucky and he tries to do other fortunes with his magic 8 ball, but it's just kind of boring to read, and this one, in my opinion, is probably the most forgettable book in the Wimpy Kids series. But this is Hard Luck, not much to say. It's pretty forgettable. At 13, I have The Last Straw. This one for me, I don't really like it as much as I do with the first 6 books in the series, from 1 to Cabin Fever. Those, in my opinion, were the classic books, and then after that, the series did start to go down a little bit. But one positive I gotta give to this book is that I do like how it focuses on Greg and his relationship with his dad, because the dad is just kind of, he gets pushed to the side and he doesn't show up in the series that much. But I do like how this book is focusing on him a lot. But that's why The Last Straw, this is at 13. At number 12, I have The Third Wheel. The main issue with this one is it's really out of character for Greg. He tries to get a girlfriend for this Valentine's Day dance that he's having at his middle school. I just find it out of character for him to try to get a girlfriend. But of course, this is about love, and if you like books about like love and all that stuff, this is the kind of book that you should be reading. That's why this is at 12. At number 11 is The Getaway. Now, The Getaway, this one is basically the same idea as The Long Haul. The Heffleys go on a road trip and things go wrong. It's been done so many times to the point that they took a fun and relatable franchise and made a garbage film out of a road trip. Just same old stuff. But even though this one, there are some parts in this book I like, but reading it, it's the same idea. Also, speaking of The Long Haul, at the end of the movie, they teased that this book was going to become the next movie, but thankfully that's not happening. There are no more live action films. We're getting an animated film thanks to Disney right there, and I'm definitely checking that out. You should too. But anyway, the Getaway, same idea as The Long Haul. That's why this is at 11. At number 10, I have The Ugly Truth. Now, Ugly Truth, I'm kind of split on. I do like this book. It's this one, in my opinion, probably the second weakest of the first 6 books from 1 to Cabin Fever. Of course, this one, it talks about getting older, but then Jeff Kennedy decided to make the series timeless, and then him and Rowley are still in middle school the entire series. The concept of this book is pretty good, but the execution is pretty weak. But yeah, that's all I gotta say about this book. This one's pretty decent, not bad, but it's not the best one in the series. At number 9, I have The Deep End. Of course, this is the newest book that came out. The reason why this This one is kind of low, but a little bit higher than the Getaways because this is basically the third time where it's about the Heffleys going on a trip and things go wrong. And honestly, some of us are starting to get really sick of seeing that kind of story. You think it's gonna go great, but things go wrong. Yeah, but I don't really hate this book, but I feel like this book was pretty disappointing. Like we want something new and original. But I did hear that the next book will be about sports, and I can't wait to read that. But the deep end, not terrible, but just pretty disappointing. That's why this is at 9. At number 8, Old School. Old School, I actually pretty enjoy because I do like the idea where Greg has to go retro, meaning he has to do things that adults did back in the 80s or 90s before there was even like technology. I find that a pretty cool idea. My favorite, I do like the part when they go on the camping trip, and of course there's this like monster that it turns out that Greg's dad made up when he went on this campsite a long time ago to keep people from this like secret bathroom or whatever. I actually find that a clever idea. I find that a clever idea, and I absolutely love the concept of this book. That's why Old School is at number 8. At number 7, I have The Meltdown. This one I actually really enjoy because this one feels big. It talks about the neighborhood instead of like the other books they be talking about like either Greg's life at home or his life at school. This one actually talks about his life with the whole neighborhood. Of course, mine and everyone else's favorite part is the big snowball fight, that Avengers Endgame style fight or whatever. That is probably the best part of the entire book. And I do like Greg and Rowley's relationship as they try to work together to help stop the fight that's going on between the neighborhoods. That will actually find that pretty cool. That's why the Meltdown is at number 7. This one is really enjoyable. I like this. At number 6, Wrecking Ball. This one is really enjoyable because of course this one's about where one of Greg's mom's relatives pass away, and then she decides to come up with the idea to add new extensions to the house, and they have to go through renovations and stuff. Yeah, that one, I find that pretty cool. Of course, my favorite part in this book is where Riley gives Greg this collage since they were going to move. And then when Greg sees it, they both actually start hugging. They're crying because they're going to miss each other. Then they have a party. That that one, I felt a little emotional, and it was pretty sad because I thought they were really going to move. Yeah, I thought they were really gonna move, but yeah. Anyway, Wrecking Ball, really enjoyable. I do recommend to read this one. This one's pretty good. I love this. At number 5, I have Diary of a Wimpy Kid: The Long Haul. The book. In case you didn't hear me the first time, I'm talking about the book, not this garbage. The book. This one, in my opinion, probably one of the best books in this series. I do like how they go on a road trip and things go wrong, and I also like the Heffley family's connection with one another, and they're together throughout the whole book. Just if the movie could do the same thing, but sadly it didn't. It failed. Hashtag not my Roderick. Anyway, that's why the long haul. This is at number 5. At number 4, I have Cabin Fever. This one is actually really good, and it's probably the last of the really good Wimpy Kid books before the series starts to go down. I do like how there's a snowstorm going on, they can't go outside, and Greg has to find something to do besides like watch TV or play video games. And of course, the dad's not there, and it's just the mom and her 3 sons having to work together. That I find that a pretty cool idea. And let's be real, the Heffley situation, being stuck inside all day, is pretty much our situation this year in 2020. But Good thing there's only 4 days left until 2020 is over. And it'll be 2021. Yay! Joking aside, but Cabin Fever, really good. I love this book. At number three, I have the original. Most of the time, people say you can't beat the original, but in this case, the original is really good. But there are two others I think beats it. Wimpy one. This is the one that started it all. It's funny. It's the original book. Jeff Kinney did not know he was going to get big over this one. Plus, he said this book was going to be intended for adults. That I don't see that happening. Of course, this one it talks about Greg and his relationship with his best friend Riley Jefferson. Of course, shows that Greg is a pretty selfish jerk at times, but then in the end he redeems himself. That's why the original book is at number three, and because of this book, we got a really good film right here. That's why Diary of Wimpy Cat 1 really good. This is at number three. At number two, Dog Days. Dog Days is really, really good. I love this one a lot. I know in the collection video I said that this is my third favorite, but I changed my mind. I think Dog Days is probably my second favorite in this series because I just love the summer feel. And plus, this book was made for a good film right here. Yeah, of course, it's summer vacation. Greg wants to spend indoors playing video games and all that stuff, but his mom wants him to go outside, do something a little active. And be honest with me, has your parents ever wanted you to go outside and do something fun instead of playing video games? Of course, mine have. Yeah, but mine have, but yeah, this one is yeah. I find this one pretty relatable for me when it comes to like summer vacation and all that stuff. But anyway, Dog Days, really good. I love this one. That's why this is at number two. And at number one, I have Diary of a Wimpy Kid, Roderick Rules. I absolutely love this one. This is my favorite movie, and this is my favorite book, and it's my favorite movie. I actually love Greg and Roderick in this book. Of course, because this is about where these two are always fighting a lot. Their mom wants them to hang out, and of course, when their parents leave, they go out for the night, and of course, Roderick has a party, and then the next morning, when the party's over and there's a big mess in the house, they work together to clean up, and then of course, the only mistake was that they had to replace the bathroom door because someone wrote on it. And so Greg and Roderick, they have to work together to hide the truth on their parents. And then of course, as they're hiding the truth, they slowly start to get along. But then when their parents find out about the party, they both go all the way back down to square one. They're back at each other's throats again. That I just find that a really good storyline. This was a really good procedure from the original book. Yeah, that's why Roderick Rules is at number one. That's why this is the best book in the whole Diary of Wimpy Kid series. I love this book. That's why Roderick Rules is at number one. And yeah, of course, that's the end of this video. So I hope you all like this. Make sure to give it a thumbs up. And also, before I go, I want to announce that my next Let's Play I'm going to be doing on my channel is I'm going to be doing Sonic Adventure DX. So be sure to keep a lookout for that pretty soon. But anyway, that's the end of this video. So see ya.